You're watching Reality Check. Our focus tonight on breaking news that is just coming in that the Delhi police has landed up at the offices of Twitter in Delhi and in Gurugram just days after Twitter, the social media giant, labeled tweets by BJP leaders like Sambit Patra as manipulated media. We'll put up on the screen for you pictures of those searches which were ongoing till at least just a few moments ago. Now, essentially, what appears to have happened is that Twitter had labeled these tweets by BJP leaders as manipulated media. These were tweets by people like Sambit Patra, who essentially were pointing out that the Congress had put out a quote-unquote toolkit to try and smear the Modi government for its handling or mishandling of the COVID pandemic. Subsequently, many fact-checking websites pointed out that the BJP, in fact, may have forged the so-called toolkit to ascribe it to the Congress, and subsequently, Twitter labeled some of these tweets by Sambit Patra and others as manipulated media. The government has written to Twitter asking it to remove the manipulated media tag. Twitter appears not to have done so. We'll put up the Patra tweet also for you in just a second, and that has resulted in what you're seeing on your screen. Possibly that the police has landed up at the offices of Twitter. My colleague Neeta Sharma is joining me on the phone line. Neeta, now, is the police sharing more details of what they're doing at the offices of Twitter, and also what is the complaint? Who is the complainant that has sparked this?
That's what is interesting, Vasu. As of now, we don't know who the complainant is also. They are not even sharing the details of the complaint. However, they are, searching both Ladosarai area and also the Gurugram area. We are being told that when Delhi Police Special Cell team reached Ladosarai offices, the offices were closed, so they did not find anything from there. But right now, they are presently in Gurgaon. They are trying to locate the Twitter office and trying to search that. But as far as the official version of Delhi Police is concerned, they earlier, had clarified that they had sought some explanation from Twitter authorities, which they had not parted with. And that is why these offices are now being searched. As you were mentioning, this investigation pertains to Sambit Patra's tweet, which the Twitter had labeled as manipulative. The Delhi police officials believe that Twitter has some kind of information which they are not sharing, and that is why they're searching the offices. But, strangely, they are still not sharing who the complainant is and what sort of complaint has been registered with Delhi police regarding this. Earlier, MeitY, that Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology, had raised this issue with Twitter authorities, saying that you cannot say that this tweet is manipulative. These are the investigations which would be done by Indian investigating agencies, and then only the truth would come out whether this tweet is true or whether it's a false tweet. But you cannot just label it. But now this is going a step further. The special cell is right now searching the Gurugram office of Twitter India. Vasu?
All right, so Neeta, it's quite extraordinary because we're still trying to understand what is the criminal offense here that has led the police to essentially raid the office of a social media company for labeling tweets as manipulated media.
That's what we've been trying to find out from Delhi police officials also since afternoon. The reply that we got was very categorical, in which they just stated that they are inquiring into a complaint in which clarification has been sought from Twitter regarding the classification of a tweet by Shri Sambit Patra as manipulative. It appears that Twitter has some information which is not known to us, that means the Delhi police, and on the basis of which they have classified this tweet as manipulative. This information is relevant to the inquiry. Special cell, which is conducting the inquiry, wants to find out the truth. Twitter, which has claimed to know the underlying truth, should clarify. This was the earlier version of Delhi police before when they had sent notices to them, but when they did not reply, that is when they decided to go ahead with the searches. Right now, Delhi police team is present in Gurugram where the searches are being conducted. Vasu?
All right, thanks very much indeed, Neeta, for that. Let me just go straight across to Priyanka Chaturvedi, Senior Leader, Rajya Sabha of the Shiv Sena, and also PKD Nambiar, Political Analyst, supports the BJP, is joining us. Mr. Nambiar, is this a fairly clear-cut case of basically teaching Twitter a lesson, a reprisal for Twitter daring to actually label tweets by the BJP as manipulated media?
I believe it is another way around, that we are a democracy and wherein we have been talking, and even in the same channel we have discussed about multiple times the freedom of expression. And if a Twitter, like a social media platform,
Yes.
is becoming a world champion of freedom of speech, they can't have a double standard. Secondly, a foreign social media company cannot be above the law
Once
of the
again,
land.
how is raiding, no, once again, Mr. Nambiar, when you talk of freedom of speech, how is labeling a tweet as manipulated media? The tweet is still there, it's just been labeled as manipulated media. How is that a criminal offense requiring the intervention of the special cell of the Delhi police?
Now, there are two things. One, the raid is going on. As far as we understood, it's a breaking news. Let the police explain why they are doing it and what they are doing. I think that is the police, and I think Delhi police is a professional police, and they should explain. But having said that, I wanted to tell you, it is not about Sambit Patra's account.
They have so
I will
far,
tell you,
in case you caught what my colleague said, they have refused to share any details since this afternoon of who is the complainant and on the basis of which they're carrying out this particular raid. But Priyanka Chaturvedi,
but
what do you make of it?
Complete my statement, Srinivasan.
BJP, I mean the BJP supporter on the panel says this is just a professional, Delhi police is professional, let's wait and see.
It is something that needs to be spoken about simply because on 18th a fake document is floated or whatever, manipulated document is floated. The party whose document has been floated files an FIR. Till now, we haven't heard anything with regards to the investigation. As soon as Twitter realizes the media is manipulated, they tag it, which I again always have maintained that while Twitter has just called itself a platform, it has allowed fake news to thrive. And all they do is tag a tweet as manipulative media and nothing else happens to it. So that is another point of concern, which is a very valid concern. However, for them to do this reverse gear investigation where they go to Twitter to find out how they have managed to call it manipulated media smacks of total intimidation effort coming from the Home Minister and Lieutenant Governor of Delhi for absolutely clearly. There is no investigation, there's only intimidation.
In fact, if anything, one would thought that the authorities would like to look into how there was a potential forgery of a document by a political party, and maybe that could have been the subject of an investigation. Instead, you have the social media company which calls it out. They are getting possibly probed or raided or whatever. Prateek Sinha of Alt News is with us. I'll come back to you, Mr. Nambiar, in just a second. Prateek Sinha, you were amongst, I believe, the first to actually do a pretty detailed investigation into the charges that the BJP had made that the Congress was putting out these supposed toolkits, and you found that certainly one document of the two that had been put out by the BJP was forged or appeared to be forged.
So I'll lay it out what we found.
In calling out
what we found was that what we found was that on May 18th in the morning, screenshots of two documents were put out, 4 screenshots per document. One was called the Vista document, another one was called the toolkit document. The Vista document laid out, a document which spoke about how the Central Vista was happening at a time when the pandemic was raging and how that was a political issue. There was another document which, let's call it the toolkit document, which had a detailed plan. The title of the document was Cornering BJP and Narendra Modi on the Pandemic. And it had a detailed plan as to how to corner BJP, from talking about, just the Indian strain to talking about Coombe being a super spreader, to, how the IYC Indian Youth Congress should organize their volunteer efforts, including claiming that they should book beds in friendly hospitals and release it only on request. And so basically, putting a spanner in the way of in people trying to get medical facilities. Now, all of these claims were made. So we did two long stories. In the first story, what we found was that the letterhead that was used for the toolkit document, which was the Center for All Outrage, that letterhead did not match the other. We got access to multiple documents of the AICC research wing, which is headed by Professor Gowda and Rajiv Gowda. And what we found was that the letterhead did not match, and it came across as forged. That is the first thing that we found. The second thing that we found was that multiple issues that this so-called toolkit was talking about. Now, a toolkit is supposed to be a document for future course of action. Multiple things that the toolkit was talking about had already happened in the past, so it did not make sense as to why it was in this document. In the second story, which was
right. So essentially, Pratik, I'll come to your second story in a second. But essentially, what you found was enough breadcrumbs to suggest that at least one of the documents that the BJP had put out appears to be forged. And I think you pointed this out repeatedly that the BJP is still not clarified.
The second story is far more revealing. Just give me 2 minutes to talk about it. So in the second story, what we found was that on May 19th, a file properties of a PDF file was put out, which was the file properties of the Vista document. And we traced which was the first account to put this out, and it was a document called Modi Bharosa. Now, this Modi Bharosa account has been historically run by people who now work directly with the government. We don't know who.
For the government of India. 10 years before the toolkit was running, they did a detailed check. Content actually matches the tool. So that is a far more.
Right. Pratik, we'll just come back to you in a second. We seem to be losing audio, but broadly understood your point that there seems to be, as you put it, you found enough evidence to suggest that there was some forgery there, and that perhaps could have been why the Sambit Patra tweet and others were labeled as manipulated media. We don't know. Ajay Kumar of the Congress, what do you make of this? That now, there is this Delhi police special cell team which has landed up at the offices of Twitter. We don't know what the complaint or the complainant is, but they are claiming it has something to do with the fact that the tweets by Sambit Patra and others were against, apparently, these devious toolkits put out by you were labeled as manipulated media. The BJP representative or the political analyst representing the BJP says this can't be seen as censorship or vendetta.
No, I think the first thing which is blatant, Srinivas, is the Bharatiya Janata Party is repeatedly being using these techniques. It's whether it's through the Facebook, through the lies they spread through their frontal organizations and everything else has been it's legendary and unfortunate. Hello, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes. Yes, go ahead. Yes, go ahead, Ajay. We can hear you. Yes, go ahead.
So it's been legendary.
Yeah, keep going. Yes.
Yeah, it's been legendary in terms of the way these guys have been manipulating. Where have you heard in the world? Across the world, the voices have been there that the fake news should be stopped, the lies should be stopped, the Facebook and the platforms like Twitter should take active steps to prevent it. Right up to, something like what Trump did in terms of instigating the crowd in Capitol or everything. The Facebook and these guys understand whether it's late, that's a different issue. But the problem has been that the social media platforms have been repeatedly been a way in which you can spread false news. And I think they took action very belated, like Priyanka said, that very late, but nevertheless they took the action. It continues, the lies continue in
even this action, and even this action, which is not even such as, this was in some way the mildest rap on the knuckle, just saying manipulated media, and boom, you have teams of special cell there. Mr. Nambiar, explain this. We've just heard Pratik Sinha of Alt News say that they did a detailed investigation. They found plenty of red flags about the documents put out by the BJP. Twitter labels it as manipulated media. Surely the police should be probing that, if at all. I don't understand why the police needs to get into it, but if at all they do, surely that's the thing to investigate. Did the BJP forge a document? India's ruling party is forging documents. isn't that something that is more probe-worthy?
Srinivasan, why not? If Congress feels that it is being manipulated or broadcasted or created by BJP, why don't they file a complaint and let the police take an action? That is the way it should be.
You file a complaint.
No, let me tell.
I think they have.
If they have filed it, let there be an investigation.
No, I know, but I'm just
Now,
saying,
today
as a point of fact,
no, Srinivasan,
they
just
have.
understand. There is something called as a very, very superly Hippocratic way of approach by the Twitter, especially Twitter and some other social media platform. They are not above the India as a country. They are not above our democracy. They are not above the rule of law in this country. Today, I will tell you, I can give you explanation.
No, but
there are
Mr.
at least
Nambiar,
10 friends of
what
mine.
is the
And
crime?
once again,
No, nobody is saying they're above. But what is the offense here? What is the
Srinivas,
offense?
Srinivasan, I don't want to listen for a second. I'll tell you, for an example, the organizer's editor.
What is the offense? Yes.
I am saying there is a large number of people, their tweets or the Twitter accounts have been either partially blocked or blocked only with the narration that all the content of those people are bad. How can
Mr. Nambiar,
social media platforms.
Mr. Nambiar, that is not germane to tonight's action by the police. What is the offense on the basis of which the police are tonight sitting in the offices of Twitter India? You're not able to answer that. Perhaps that's an unfair question to ask you, because even the police is not able to answer that clearly.
If the police feels that there is something is fishy and they have all the right to go and any place, it could be an NDTV, it could be a Nambiar place, it could be Twitter or Facebook. Why not? I think if there is some kind of challenge, they should
right.
be able to do it.
Okay, why not?
Srinivas.
Okay, Priyanka Chaturvedi, as you pointed out, yes, Ajay Kumar, I'm coming to you in a second. Priyanka, the point as you pointed out is that it's one thing to sort of call out the police's actions, but all these social media entities, including Twitter, have done, I mean, this is a very kind of belated and beleaguered action, but otherwise,
Absolutely.
they've largely looked away at this volume, at this volcano of misinformation and
I'll tell
hate
you
and
why.
all of that.
I'll tell you why, Srinivasan. This has happened simply because the rule of law that Mr. Nambiar was talking about continues to maintain that these platforms are just third-party interventions which are not responsible for any content that is coming there. They're not responsible for the content. They're just platform providers. So we've kept them away from law. I had written a letter to the law minister saying that you have to bring them in the ambit and hold them accountable. So that's part one. The part two about this entire toolkit, I must tell you that they have perfected, the Bharatiya Janata Party has perfected the art of toolkit. How they go about it is they put out some fake narrative, they put out some fake documents to their second rung or first rung leaders. Their cabinet ministers amplify it by not sharing the document but the contents of the document. What happens ultimately is that you set a narrative which is fake, which is not being held accountable. The police has been told to file an FIR, they haven't done that. And what happens the next day? The next day they just put a manipulated media tag. How does it help anyone's cause? They have gone and done their narrative building. They have gone and spread fake news and there's no accountability coming from Twitter. So that is another challenge that we need to talk about.
Okay. Ajay Kumar, I wanted to, Prateek, you're back. I'll come to you in a second. Ajay Kumar, yes, you wanted to make a quick intervention?
Yeah, so the two things. One is that all fascist governments across the world, whether you look in modern times or previously, use the police to intimidate any kind of media. Now, Twitter seems to be the kind of media. They can't intimidate the foreign channels showing the dead bodies in the Ganga because the Indian media will get threatened or report, so they continue to do this. The second part, which is critically important, is the way they manipulated. Even Sudha Bhardwaj's cases or the other cases, where there's public discussions across the world, where they are saying that the government agencies must have introduced. Why I'm mentioning that is the continuous use of government power. Delhi police will arrest children who put posters, but they will not arrest. This is what Delhi police is doing. They will not investigate riots. They will not investigate anything, and they will just go after people who are against speaking. The Delhi police is a lapdog of this government in terms of going after political opponents and any institutions who speaks against them.
Prateek, right?
Yeah.
Prateek, sorry. So essentially, to come back to what you were saying, that you found all of these red flags. And you said that the BJP has, while on one hand, very aggressively, the government has come out and taken on Twitter and said they should have removed those manipulated media tags. Now you see the police lining up at Twitter, but the BJP has yet to fully explain how they, the source of those documents, and especially explain all the red flags you found, the evidence of, of alleged forgery.
It's been, more than 5 days since these screenshots came out. Now, screenshots can be forged, right? Actually anything can be forged, but even if you want to establish a modicum of authenticity, if BJP claims that these are genuine documents, then they should produce the original document. Where is the original document? Anybody can forge screenshots and put it out on Twitter. That does not prove authenticity. And despite so many questions being raised about the authenticity of the document, they have failed to produce the original document after all these years. I'm not saying that just because they produced an original document that would be authentic, but they have failed to do even that. That itself raises many questions as to, why they haven't
even shown a model, even the slightest evidence, basically.
Right.
So what they're doing is, there's an echo coming, but what they're doing right now is trying to threaten Twitter so that they take off that thing, because it's become a PR issue, and that's what they're attempting. There's a lot of...
Right. Yes, I think those are important questions to... Those are important questions to which, yes, that we don't have an answer yet. But that's the surprising thing, that Mr. Nambiar, that the BJP has still not come out and explained where they got this document from, on the basis of which they said that the Congress has launched this devious toolkit. Meanwhile, some sources, either police or government sources, the Delhi police team went to the Twitter office simply to serve a notice to Twitter as part of routine process. This was necessitated as we wanted to ascertain who is the right person to serve a notice, as replies by Twitter India MD have been very ambiguous. So essentially, they were just lining up there to serve a notice. That is what the Delhi police is saying. But Mr. Nambiar, has this been something that has caught the BJP for a change? Because normally you feel you always dominate the social media narrative, but this time, for a change, have you been put in an embarrassing situation where your own leaders' tweets have been labeled as manipulated media? Just imagine how embarrassing that is. Members of the country's ruling party, their tweets are labeled as manipulated.
So this is
and then
precisely...
now, this is just hitting back.
No, this is precisely the problem. The Twitter, specifically the Twitter, take an autocratic view of which content needs to be shown, how many times that needs to be shown, which all content they will be blocking it, which all content they will be showcasing it, as if once on the one side they will say that they are the one who is the messiah of freedom of speech and freedom of expression. On the other side, the content which they don't like or they don't want it to propagate, and so the intermediaries like Twitter or any social media platform
who
have
should
no
decide
right to take any side. No, that is precisely. So if you really look at the law,
so who will decide that? BJP will decide which is the content. Who is going to decide that?
Srinivasan, it's not.
There is a point though. There is a point though, Ajay Kumar. I think we have very little time left.
I'll tell you one example. Srinivasan Jain put up a post on Twitter. It will not be blocked. The same content, if PKD Nambiar puts it, it may be blocked. And this is where the hypocrisy. And if you want the proof, tomorrow morning.
Mr. Nambiar, you give me way too much credit. You give me way too much credit and not enough credit to yourself. I can tell you, it is quite the opposite. It is quite the opposite. Okay, we're out of time, I think. Yes. Very, very, very quickly, Mr.
Yeah. So the reason why I think is because Smriti Irani, Mr. Nadda all retweeted and made comments. FIR has been filed in Chhattisgarh. Delhi police has to save these guys. This is all because they want to save the king and all his kingsmen. And it's blatant because it goes up to Smriti Irani, JP Nadda, all these guys who continue to knowing send around manipulated media, to attack a political opponent. Shame on them, yeah.
Okay. All right, okay, to protect the king and queen. Well, in fact, we'll have to leave it there. The Congress, as we know, Congress rule state Chhattisgarh is where complaint has been filed against Mr. Sambit Patra and the others. Apparently, Mr. Patra said he couldn't appear because he was busy with relief work. But let's see how the story plays out. Thank you all so much for joining me on the show. We're out of time. Thank you so much for watching.